Now more than ever, it's vitally important you do not text and drive. We'll explain.
We're also going to check with our friends from the Tennessee Aquarium. There's a important release, I guess we should say. We won't give it away yet.
That's correct. We've also got the Southside Crawl coming up, and this is going to be a lot of fun. We'll have details on that and a whole lot more straight ahead on Let's Chat.
Welcome to Let's Chat, the Tennessee Valley's premier show focusing on lifestyle and entertainment with Jess Raby and Chip Chapman, bringing you smart shopping tips, community events, and the newest trends. Now, let's chat.
Good morning.
Glad to have you back.
Happy Tuesday.
It is
Happy to be back.
Tuesday. Did you survive April Fool's Day?
I did. No jokes were pulled on me, so.
Did you pull on anyone
No,
else?
I did not. At this point, there's a lot going on, so I don't have the brain capacity to think about a joke right now.
You have to kind of just play it safe and don't believe anything and don't see anything.
Yes.
So,
Our first hot topic is supposed to be the bridge collapse.
Yes.
But I want to throw an audible in here.
Go right ahead.
The pollen's really high this week, so if I sneeze on air, I'm sorry. My eyes are watering. If you see my lashes starting to fall off.
All right. Pollen
bear
count
with me.
yesterday was almost 1,200, the highest it's been in months and months.
All right, now we
Not
can
as
move
bad
on
today.
to.
Not as bad today. And as you no doubt are aware of by now, 75 traffic, an absolute standstill, snarled yesterday for several hours. This is after part of the concrete railing from 75 southbound fell right at the 24 split.
It happened around 11:30 Monday morning, and one driver actually drove into the concrete. Fortunately, only minor injuries were sustained. TDOT crews were on the scene quickly to remove the block from the road, and there is a temporary rail on the I-75 southbound lane.
They do have plans to reconfigure the bridge, which will help speed the process up, although traffic through that area is down to a single lane. Repairs are estimated to take between 3 and 4 weeks, but no doubt that timetable will run a little bit longer. Big question is this morning, with that being one of the heaviest traffic junctions in the United States ever, what inconveniences have you run into so far, and what do you think the long-term solutions are, if any?
I'm actually going to say yesterday, so I have to travel through that intersection on the way home,
Right.
and I was anticipating a lot of traffic. There was no traffic yesterday. I guess everyone was
Really?
avoiding the area. I made it from here to the split in 7 minutes. That never happens in the evening.
Were you driving the speed limit?
Yes, there was no
Really?
traffic. So I'm okay with this. If this is the way it's going to keep going.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think traffic's going to eventually resume and be a little bit slower.
People will forget, and you remember this happened on 285 just outside of Atlanta a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, where literally a whole section of the bridge fell apart and you could not get through
Right.
there.
It was completely stopped.
And
blocked.
that's Atlanta.
Yes.
And on the best day Atlanta traffic has ever had in all of history, it was terrible.
Oh, it was awful.
It certainly was.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm sure traffic will be affected for several weeks. I'm sure as they continue to make repairs, they'll have to temporarily close sections. But we'll keep you updated right here on News 12 with all the traffic updates, too.
We certainly will. All right, next on the list, it's Mick Jagger. That Mick Jagger, you may have heard the Stones have had to postpone their concert tour that was set to kick off later on this month because Mick Jagger will be undergoing surgery Friday in New York City to replace a valve in his heart. Doctors also will insert a stent to prop open at least one of Mick Jagger's arteries, and this is according to Page 6 Entertainment.
That's a major surgery.
It certainly is.
It's not just a small illness. That's a major surgery. Now, doctors have advised Mick that he is expected to make a complete recovery and that he can return to the stage soon.
Yeah, and let's keep in mind now, Jagger is at 75 years of age, arguably one of the fittest guys ever above the age of 50. I mean, exercises every day, quit smoking years ago, still drinks a little bit now and then, but he quit all those usual rock and roll vices. He takes care of himself.
That's, probably a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, he really is. Tickets, if you were lucky enough to grab one for the upcoming tour, hang on to them. Those tickets will still be honored. But a little bit more about his medical condition. He spends half the year in England, yet it's interesting he decides to have this surgery
In
here
New
in
York
America,
City, yeah.
in New York City.
So, I mean, I don't know. I wonder if maybe he's done his research on the doctors, and this is the doctor that he's chosen to go with.
Sure.
Maybe I don't know the doctor's name. I don't know that it was released in the article, but I guess not probably. I'm positive one of the foremost cardiothoracic surgeons.
No, I don't think there's any doubt about it.
Yeah,
And I'm
Mick
sure-
could get whoever he wanted.
And he wouldn't have to wait 6.5 months to have it done either.
Absolutely.
One of the guys, the doctor's name is Dr. Eric Autry, is the vice chairman of cardiology at Boston Medical Center. And he told the Boston Herald putting a stent in can be very easily done, and this allows a patient.
Maybe for him.
Well, yeah. But obviously, they've done so many of these nowadays,
Right.
it allows patients to get home within a matter of 24 hours and back to,
Wow.
quote, normal activity in just a matter of weeks.
That's crazy.
And what's normal activity for Mick Jagger?
Up on stage.
And whoever thought Mick Jagger would be undergoing the first surgery like this? Most people think,
No.
well, what about Keith Richards?
Yeah.
What kind of world are we going to leave to our kids?
That's all right.
I mean, Keith Richards, he's Jagger's age, and he drinks like a fish, smokes like a chimney, and it just,
Is not having heart surgery
he
this week.
epitomizes the rock and roll lifestyle.
Yes.
I mean, with all that entails. So we'll keep you posted on that. And Jagger's health recovery.
Yes. Good news is he'll be back on the stage soon. Fans
Yeah.
can, keep their tickets, and tour dates will be rescheduled, and you'll be good to go. You can
Dude's
still
got
catch
like,
them.
what, nine kids and who knows how many
Yeah,
grandchildren. So
absolutely.
he got a bunch, doesn't he? How about a beer?
Of course, I'd love one.
You heard about this new thing? It's called Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Wait, isn't that a celebrity?
Well, it's a Supreme Court justice.
Right.
Samuel Adams has a new limited edition beer that is inspired by U.S. Supreme Court Associate Justice Ruth Ginsburg.
Ruth, that's it. Okay.
It's called, it's a Belgian Brut IPA. There are 9 Supreme Court justices, so you got to wonder how she gets a beer named after her from Sam Adams.
Right. Well, I mean, of course, being a female on the Supreme Court, I have to say that probably helps.
Well, still. Anyway, it'll be interesting how this beer goes over. Might give you a new meaning to the term bar exam. But remember this, it is a limited thing only. Samuel Adams only brewed about 20 kegs, which is the equivalent of about 2,500 beers.
Oh, goodness.
And what wasn't consumed at the recent fundraiser will be served at the tap room while supplies last, and that is according to the Boston Beer Company.
I bet that will not last very long.
Wonder what that tastes like.
Well, it said it was a Pilsner or an IPA? It was an IPA.
Yeah, but does the head bobble on it? That's the real question. So that comes to us courtesy of the booth. I'm not clever enough to
No
make that
pun
one up.
intended.
On the way here a little bit later on this hour, it's our friends from the Tennessee Aquarium. We're going to be talking about the importance of never texting and driving. Never, ever, ever. It's something really cool to
Never,
benefit the Bethlehem Center right here in Chattanooga South Side. All that and more straight ahead on Let's Chat.